All right, here's my latest acquisition. This is a 1970 MGB, and if you remember, a few months ago, maybe a little longer than that, I bought an MGB roadster, and it's sitting right over there. And I traded that car because after I bought the roadster, I found out that you have to do a lot of cutting on the firewall to put a V8 engine in them. But then I found out on these that they had V8s in them, so you don't have to cut the firewall. If you put a Ford V8 in it, you've got to cut this cross member right here, cut about down from what I'm told about an inch and a half, and then weld this back in, which is no big deal. So that's the reason I went with the GT, and I kind of like them. They're a little different. This car is a whole lot rougher than the MGB over there, but it was a whole lot cheaper, real cheap. So I'm very pleased with it. I can spend a lot of money on the body, and I can still spend $2,000–3,000 if I had to, which ain't going to cost that much, and I'm still way ahead of price. But this thing, the rocker panel on this side is pretty well rotted out, so I'll have to get a new one and cut this one out, put a new one in there, cut this out to make a panel that comes like this, but I'll just cut this piece off. And but other than that, the car is pretty solid, and I'm excited again about doing it. This was something that the guy that I bought it from, Mike, just explained to me. I said, why did they have a mirror way up here? And according to Mike, this was the hot thing to do in the 70s, have a mirror back there on the door and one up here on the fender. And this was a dealer installed item here. This wasn't from the factory, so when they came into the States, they would put this on. I would like to see one of them. I've never seen one, but I have a friend that will research this, and I'll know within tomorrow what is the real story on these.
Oh yeah, I already have exactly what you need.
Do you?
Oh, I can show you right now.
Okay, so that was it. But this car, if you look at it up under here, I mean, this thing is really solid. The floors are okay, they're not great. It's got a little bit of rust up there on the front pan. I don't know what you call that, but other than that, I'm very pleased with this thing. So I won't start on this right away. This is going to take me, I got to finish the 57 Ford and maybe the Thunderbird. I'll start on the Thunderbird, but I want to do this. So this is coming up in the future.
It'll be neat.
Yes.